All right, our last worksheet has to do with adding and subtracting radicals. The idea between adding and subtracting radicals is the same as when we add or subtract variables, in that we can only add or subtract if they're like terms. So 3x plus 7x, we can add to become 10x. However, 3x squared plus 7x, we cannot add because they're not like terms. So when thinking of radicals, we can only add radicals if we have the same number under the radical and the same index. So this is a square root, so 4 root 6 plus 2 root 6. I can add that to be 4 plus 2 is 6 root 6. And sometimes what I'll say to help you realize that, we have 4 square roots of 6 plus 2 square roots of 6 will give us a total of 6 square roots of 6. So that's how we do this. Now, there's simplifying before we add or subtract. We'll have to simplify radicals like we learned in the first lesson. So for number 1, this will help us with 1 through 4. Actually 1 through 5. We're going to simplify first. Now negative 2 root 5, that doesn't simplify because there's no square root of 5 can't be simplified. But the square root of 20 can, because in 20 we have a 4. So we can think square root of 4 times square root of 5. And now my guess is you guys are getting a little bit better at these and probably don't have to write all of these steps out, and that's okay. So negative 2 root 5 plus, and here's, I'll even skip one of the steps, we know that square root of 4 is 2. So now we just have 3 times 2 is 6 root 5. And here's where the adding or subtracting comes into play. Are these like radicals? Yes, they are. They both have just a square root of 5. So now we just combine them. We have negative 2 square roots of 5 plus 6 of them gives us 4. So really we're just adding the negative 2 and the 6 to get the 4, and we keep the square root of 5. And that's how you're going to work through 2, 3, 4, and 5.